sunshine. My feelings about the weather today is October 16th, and it is going to be 80 degrees outside. I don't live in Texas, so I'm not used to this. I live in Washington. So what is up with this weather? I don't know. It's just really making me mad. So what am I going to do today? I'm going to attempt to make a paper mache pumpkin. I haven't made one in a few years. So I don't know if this is going to work. I've done this before, but not for years, like since before my son was born. I made this mixture of flour and water and follow directions, but it seems awfully messy. We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work, I'll use glue. But here's my pumpkin shape. Stuffed plastic bags. Here's my mixture, but I'm not sure how it's gonna go. It's just not looking very good. Looking very goopy, but maybe that's how it's supposed to be. So I'm going to try to attempt to make this and see what happens. I don't know, like I said, whether it's going to happen or not. It doesn't help that it's very warm today, as you saw how difficult this was to do. It's an experiment, because it's been a while, like I said. To be honest, I think when I made this, it might have been before Draco was born. So long ago. 5 years ago. A little more than 5 years ago. It's so gross. This stuff is so gross. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Because I know
stuff?
It's flour and water. I know the result turns out really cool, but
what are you making?
To get there is a pumpkin. To get there is really gross.
Please.
Extremely hot out here. So I'm running out of battery power. I gotta charge my camera, but this is my nice pumpkin shape going on. I have a weird bulge on the side, but that's okay. In hindsight, I'm realizing it might stick to the cardboard box, but we'll see. But it looks okay, and the heat should probably do the trick. I'm probably gonna move it over into the sun a little. This fall. So I'll be back when I'm ready for the next part. So I got a few bit of projects going today. I wanted to show more of the pumpkin process, but it's really difficult lately with that one. So yeah, so what happened was it dried really well because we had a couple of warm days, and then I wanted to secure it, so I ended up gluing with clear glue a lot more paper over the flour paper mache stuff, and then I started painting it. So this is 2 coats, and you can still see the newsprint through it. So I'm probably gonna do 3 coats and see what happens after that. I'm also working on another project. which I will reveal later on. I'm very excited about. It's just something for myself. So it's Sunday, 1 week till Halloween, and just finished the paper mache pumpkin. Probably can't tell on camera, but I can tell still that it's got newsprint showing through, but at this point I kind of don't care. Already gone through 2.5 coats of paint, and I don't want to use up all my orange paint. It's the only one I have, so I think it looks pretty good. I think I'm probably just going to draw a face on with a Sharpie. I'm not going to carve this year because that kind of ruined it. I want to keep it intact as long as I can. Plus I am Mod Podging these fall leaves, which are really nice, really good size, and they're very beautiful. I did this last year and they actually lasted, and I still have a few over here from last year. I'm shocked that they lasted so long. Like, they're not as pretty as they were when I first did it, but they're still really cool. And they survived. These are real leaves from last fall, so it's really fun to be able to take those out and decorate. I don't know if they'll last a third year, but at least I have replacements with the new ones I'm making. So this is the finished product of my little paper mache pumpkin. I really like how it turned out. I don't remember if I said it in the rest of the video, but this probably took me about 3 or 4 days to do. But anyway, I actually, the first time I made this, I made it like a jack-o'-lantern. I actually carved it, but it fell apart really easily. So this time I decided to just make a regular pumpkin and draw on it. I used a Sharpie to make the face because I got tired of painting, and I figured the paint would go through coats and coats again. As you can see, you can still see newsprint through it if you look closely, but I don't care. I think it's really cute. It's very solid. It's very nice. It should last a few years. I'm really happy with it. It's a nice size. About how big it is as compared to me, you know, holding it. I really like it. I think he's adorable. I'm very happy with how it turned out. But I recommend that if you decide to do paper mache with flour and water, after it completely dries, go ahead and put more strips over it with glue. And I'd recommend the clear glue because it really helped to just make it look nice and even, and it made it nice and hard. And then you just gotta be really patient about letting it dry. And then, you know, if there's spots sticking out that didn't get down, you can just tape it. That's what I did. I put tape over it. And so, yeah. I don't know if I'll spray it with a protective coat or not later, but I'm just really happy with how he turned out. To have a special little pumpkin guy.